Hi, and welcome to O Week for Menopause Reset Program. I'm so glad that you've come along today. And if you weren't able to make it, there was a couple of you that weren't able to come today. This is a recording of what we went through just before so that I can share it with you all here. So, firstly, we've had a few people saying that they've had trouble finding the guides. So, the first thing I'm going to do is show you where you can find them within the Facebook group. So, I'm just going to share my screen here. So, now you'll be able to see that. So, if you're in the peri and postmenopause posse Facebook group, then the normal thing you see is just the settings where all the posts are. Next to discussion, if you click on guides, you'll be able to find, we've got the O Week podcast, and that has the link to the audio file. Scroll further down, you'll get the shopping list, goal setting form, and the weekly webinar link. So first things first, that's where you can find all of the program. I'll stop sharing that now. And what I'll just take you through is a quick overview of what to expect and what was in the audio recording for O Week. So I will share again. So here we go. I just want to briefly take you through what is involved in the program. So if you sign up, the first thing you do is you get a menopause symptom tracker. Really important so that you understand where you're starting, and then you'll be able to see improvements at week 4 and week 8. So once you sign up, that will be emailed to you and you can fill that out. Then, as I've said, it's one weekly lifestyle or dietary change. So OWEC's just all about explaining what the program is. There's weekly educational podcasts. It's way easier to make changes if you understand why these changes are being suggested. So a lot of it is all about you being able to understand why I'm suggesting these changes will be beneficial and how they will benefit you through your menopause transition. The Facebook support group, you're all in that. So that's where everything will be posted in terms of questions and answers. I'll be in there, Jamie will be in there. So you've got a couple of clinical nutritionists that can answer questions that you need. Also, if you sign up, you will have access to an individual consultation, one-on-one. So jump on the link via the Second Spring website, sign up to the program, and you'll also be able to get a personalised individual consultation, which ensures us that we can actually customise the program and anything else you may need specifically for your symptoms. And finally, you'll get some motivational information as well. After tonight, I'm also setting up a WhatsApp group. So if Facebook isn't your thing, just send me a note and say, please, can you join me up to the WhatsApp group? The program outline is really just what happens each week, where the focus is, so you can see week is just about preparing you for success. Week 1, we focus on physical movement. Week 2 is really key. That's where we introduce the foods they're called estrogenic foods that can help with reducing your symptoms and reducing symptoms caused by either high or low estrogen. Then we do some hormone balancing foods. We look at gut health, supplements, sleep habits, and energy boosters, and then specific symptoms that might be happening and what nutrient deficiency that might be a sign of. So there's heaps of information included. This week, the focus is on just understanding what are good foods and what are foods that you really want to forget. So the shopping list has foods to favour, foods to forget, and then the few foods that you can have. Goal setting is really important. If you don't know why you're doing something, it's really easy to fall off the wagon and just go, oh, it's too hard. But with a goal, you'll be able to keep wanting to pursue that. So whether that is looking great at Christmas time, losing a few kilos, reducing your brain fog, reducing your hot flushes, whatever it is, if you know that's what you're working towards, it's much easier to stay on track. And the good news is, going back to the shopping list I just mentioned, there is a list of a few foods that you can have. So this is really to ensure that you do stay on track. If I said go off coffee, you'd all bail and say, forget it, I'm out of here. You can target a maximum of 1 coffee a day, but 1 coffee a day is not going to completely derail you on this program. And it's something that you can do long term as well. Similarly, I don't want you having a glass of wine every night, but if you can cut it down to 1 or 2 for the whole week, then you're in a much better position. So we talk a lot through that too. The only questions that really came up was the technical question, which I have addressed, which was how do you actually access these guides? I had the same problem the first time I was doing a webinar that had guides within a Facebook group. So I completely get it. We're not digital natives. And if you do have any other questions, if you're watching this recording, please feel free to drop it in the Facebook group. The other thing to note is that you can put a question in the Facebook group anonymously. Finally, just really this week is about knowing where you want to go and how you're going to get there. So setting yourself a really good goal. Guide 2 is about to be uploaded as well. So Guide 1 is under guides. Guide 2 is the next week of the program. And now you're in the program proper and the focus is on moving. So see how you go with that. Just going to stop sharing my screen. So that's really it for today. I really hope if you haven't joined yet, you're not behind the game, you can join. Let me know if you want to join the WhatsApp group because Facebook's too difficult for you. Just drop it in the chat or PM me, whatever works. If you've got any other questions, just throw that in the chat as well. All right, look forward to hearing from you. See ya.